Hey everyone, it's Neil Patel and welcome to another day of YouTube Unlock, where I teach you how to go from 0 to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And in today's lesson, we're going to be breaking down scripting and storyboarding. If you haven't gone over our previous lesson, which was on the content types out there, you can find it at neilpatel.com/training and click on YouTube Unlock, where you can find all the previous lessons as well as the worksheets and cheat sheets and PDFs that go along with it. So that way you can get those action items, make sure you're doing them correctly, and start seeing results. There's a lot of content ideas that you have when it comes to YouTube. And if you don't, just check out the last lesson because it breaks down all the content types and it'll help you with all those ideas so you no longer have writer's block. Now with these ideas, whether they're behind the scenes or meet the teams or company culture, or explainer video or a webinar, and that list can continue to go on and on with how-to tutorials and testimonials, it really is never ending. But if you have these ideas, that's great. You gotta end up outlining them, because if you don't outline them, you won't get the views that you want, keep people on YouTube long enough, and even get the subscribers as well. So I wanted to break down the right type of format and how to do an outline correctly. So let's get started with it. First off, if you go to neilpatel.com/training, click on YouTube Unlocked, then go to week 2, first video in there, you'll see a content outline worksheet that I want you to download, and it'll help you with everything that you need to do, where you can jot down your initial ideas and then refine them. Remember, there's no judgment, there's no right or wrong. It's an easy way to keep track of everything. And I want you to write down 10 things like what you're really good at, what you've delivered superior results in, maybe some comparisons, or what you enjoy doing, or what you enjoy talking about, or what you naturally are good at, or what you're an expert in. All these will help you figure out what you could potentially create content on. And once you have those, you can even start thinking about things like, what do you want your users to learn when you create those videos? If you've written at least 10, hopefully 5 on the worst case, you want to keep in mind, what do you want the listener to get from this? What action points? What are the strongest topics that my competitors are talking about that are benefiting people in my space? What are people sharing and commenting on? Because that's generally what's helping people in the space and what they're struggling with. And you can also leverage trends, because trends gives you a great idea of what's working or not. And you can go to Google Trends to figure out what's popular, or BuzzSumo, or even the content ideas report within Ubersuggest. Because trends tend to get a lot of search volume, and when you're using trends, you'll also find that you get way more people subscribing to your channel because you're just getting those views. There's not much competition, because there's not, if something's a trend, it's happening right then and there. It usually is new, so there's not much competition at all. And a pro tip for you, and this is all about how to assess if your idea is good or bad. I want you to go on YouTube and look at what other videos are really popular and look to see how many subscribers that person has. If they don't have a ton of subscribers, but they have a lot of views, that's good. That means that you should end up creating content like that. And also look at how old the video is. If it's really, really old and it's continually getting views, that's good. Or if it's really new and they barely have subscribers and it's also getting a lot of views, that's good as well. Another pro tip for you, I recommend that you use Google and the YouTube search bar suggestion. You can use the Ubersuggest Chrome extension for this, because as you're typing in keywords, it'll give you data on what keywords are popular, what ones aren't, what's related to the initial keyword that you typed in. And when you do keyword research, all this is important, because the last thing you want to do is create video content on topics that no one's searching for. If no one's searching for it, you're not going to get any traffic, you're not going to get any love, you're not going to get any views. And you want to start off with something basic, like whatever you're on. So for me, I talk about marketing, so I may just type in marketing, and then I can expand on that, and I can use Ubersuggest to do it. So I want you to go to Ubersuggest, neilpatel.com/Ubersuggest, type in a keyword, and when you type in a keyword, on the left-hand navigation, I want you to click on the keyword ideas. That'll give you a report that looks like this. We'll show you popular keywords on any topic, sub-niches, categories, and that'll give you more and more ideas of what's popular. You don't necessarily have to create new videos on these topics. Many of them are related to the main video that you're talking about, and you can end up mentioning them in your same video. See, the way YouTube's algorithm works is when you mention a word in your video, like if I mention marketing or SEO or keyword research, YouTube can decipher that and it'll automatically start ranking me for some of these keywords, which increases my rankings as well. You also want to make sure that these keywords have low competition, and that's under SD. SD stands for SEO difficulty. When it's green in color, that means it's low in competition and it's easier to build momentum for your channel and start getting results faster. Yellow or red means that it's harder to rank for and it's going to take you longer to see results. I want you to write down at least 5 of the related keywords, mention them within your videos, mention them within your description, your titles, your tags, and by doing this, your transcripts, it'll all help you rank better as well. You don't need hundreds or millions of keywords, and each of the keywords, they don't have to have hundreds and thousands or millions of searches. If it's not competitive, it's getting thousands of searches a month and you're going after 10 of these keywords, it can add up to a lot of views in the long haul. Now let's get into storyboarding. Storyboarding is super important because it keeps people engaged. See, a storyboard is a planning document, and you've probably created one of these before. It's usually one of those illustrations that walks people throughout a journey. And when it's done, it may look something like this, and you've seen these in comic books or newspaper clippings all the time, and they're very detailed, and it helps people figure out, all right, what's happening first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and what are you telling people in each and every single area. Now, one tip I'm going to give you when it comes to your storyboarding, whenever you're doing your introduction in your YouTube video, always ask people to subscribe. I know it sounds simple, but you'll get more subscribers from that. And tell them to click on the alert notification, because on YouTube, if people click subscribe but they don't click on the alert notification, they won't get notified when you have a new video right away and make it be seen in a prominent way. And you also want to tell them that at the end of your videos as well. Now that you got your storyboard done, and keep in mind that it needs to flow from beginning to end, like a story. Has a beginning, an intro, hook them at the beginning. Hooking them is very important, so they want to keep watching, and you want to hook them within the first few seconds of your video or first minute at the latest. Then you get into the body of the content and then your conclusion. Okay, so let's go into planning your content. There's an asset that I have for you. It's a content planning sheet. You can find this at neilpatel.com/training. Go click on YouTube Unlocked. Click on week 2. Once you're there, video 1, and that's where you'll find this document. And this will help you with your content planning. It breaks down how to do this step by step. You have an overview of the basics for each video, keywords, dates, titles, CTAs, etc. So just follow that. And when you're planning, just have all your concepts in one place and use this, because it just makes it easier for you with a logical sequence, and it just makes it super organized, so that way you can be doing better in the long haul, getting more views and getting more subscribers. Look, people watch lots of videos even when they're just sitting in one place. So when you have all this and you're planning your content, make sure you hook some of your videos and your scripts and your storyboarding together from one video to another, like part 1, part 2. It's an easy way to continue to get more views and have your subscribers come back. So now let's dive into the script template. I also have an asset for you here as well. Again, you can find it at neilpatel.com/training. Click on YouTube Unlocked, week 2, video 1. And follow the script formula template. It'll help you break down how to do everything step by step, so that way you don't miss any details. And YouTube rewards retention. This is the biggest thing I want you to keep in mind. So if you follow the script exactly laid out in the template, or adjust the details here and there to adapt with your industry, you'll be able to retain people. This is the key. The longer people are on YouTube, the more views you'll get and the more suggested traffic you'll get as well. Then we go into uploading and pre-publishing. Before you upload your video to your channel, name the video file using keywords that you're focusing on, and you can use Ubersuggest to find the popular keywords. Then I want you to add metadata to the raw video file, add secondary keywords and tags to your videos. This is super important because YouTube is looking at all of this data. You want to show them all of this data, because if you show it to them, you're better and more likely to rank better in the long run. And put video descriptions in comments as well, and changing the metadata tutorial for different operating systems. This is all important. The devil's in the details, and when you follow all these details, you're going to get your video ranked higher and going to dominate when it comes to YouTube SEO, which then, of course, helps you get more subscribers in the long run. I want you to upload the videos unlisted, so that way not everyone's seeing it when it's not fully fine-tuned. Then I want you to add your focus keywords to the title. It needs to be in the first part of the video title, not at the end, because they put more emphasis on the first part. If relevant and not weird, you should also add some secondary keywords in the title. The reason I emphasize on relevant and not weird is you don't want to just stuff keywords, because if you stuff and it doesn't flow, you're not going to get that many clicks. Then there's a description. This is a really critical step in SEO. It helps you get found. And it also helps you beat your competition, get more targeted traffic. Use the keywords that you're finding from Ubersuggest and add these keywords in there. Add relevant phrases. These are your secondary keywords in your first paragraph, in your copy as well, even in the middle, even in the ending. And try to use at least 200 to 400 words in the first few paragraphs. It'll help you rank higher in the long run. In the first line of your description, I also want you to repeat the exact title of the video. That way you have the keyword mentioned in there as well again. And your description needs to somehow address what you want to teach, what people should get out of the video, what lessons can they get, so then that way they know what to expect. Some other tips that I like doing, and this has helped me get thousands and thousands of visitors a day from YouTube, I add download links within my descriptions. If you shared like a lead magnet or PDF or whatnot, add them. Add social handles as well in the links. This will help you get more social subscribers everywhere. Some bonus tips for you. When you're using links, you can also use the link of one of your competitors' videos if you find that it's very relevant for you, so you don't always have to just go out there and create new material. Your competitor's not going to mind because you're driving them traffic, or anyone within your industry. It doesn't really have to be a direct competitor. I always add transcriptions as well. YouTube loves when you manually add transcriptions. You can use services like Rev to do that. And add a video link at the bottom of your description as well. Now we get into tagging. I don't want you to go overboard with tagging. You only need to use, let's say, 5 secondary keywords, 10 max. This is a really, really good opportunity for you to use a long tail phrases and keywords that you found from Ubersuggest, that keyword ideas report, and use phrases. Don't separate keywords based on a space. A pro tip for you is to use other channel names, like competitor channel names, in there as well. This helps you get traffic from your competition. And then comes one of my favorite parts about YouTube. It's a thumbnail. As you can see in some of my videos, I'll have all these crazy facial expressions. It's because it helps generate more clicks. Plus, I do have fun making all those facial expressions as well, because once we're done recording videos, we do like a quick little photo shoot and I can just goof off, and Pasquale, my video guy, will adjust and come up with clever stuff. But just having big font that people can read, having your keyword in there, it'll help you all get more clicks and traffic as well. Now, before you push publish, I want you to like your own video, comment on your own video, and pin that comment on the top. Just tell them thank you for watching, and if people have comments, let them know to ask them, and make sure you help them out. If you can include any keywords in there, do that. If you can do anything to encourage engagement and comments, you should do that as well, because it helps you get more traffic. Have a lot of your friends, family members, people in your office look at the video, like it if they enjoy it, leave a comment if they enjoyed it as well. And I want you to also go to 5 other channels and start leaving comments on those videos as well. That help the community. Don't just promote your own videos, but this also will get your channel more recognition, which then gets you more subscribers in the long haul too. I mentioned transcriptions. You need to upload manual transcriptions. You can use Rev, Trent, Upwork for these kind of services. And when you do this, even though YouTube can figure out transcriptions on their own, doing it manual also helps with rankings. We've seen if you don't upload them, you don't rank as high in the long run. You could also leverage cards as well. This keeps people on YouTube, and you can have people go to opt-ins or promos or anything like that, or you can just have them continually go to other videos when you're using the end screens or annotations. It's up to you and what you want to do, but when you continue to drive people off to other people's sites, or to your own site or any other site that's not YouTube, you don't do as well as versus keeping them on YouTube. So some action items for you. Go to neilpatel.com/training, click on YouTube Unlocked, Week 2, Video 1, download the YouTube pre-selling guide and the YouTube resource list. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. We're here to help out. If you enjoy this video, like it, share it. If you need any help, you can check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. Thank you for watching.